On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert! 180! Watch out!
Baker going to give it to Irving. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Mayfield to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Done!
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
20!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed. as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
180.
Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneers first down.
He'll look to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second in a couple. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
180. Stop.
Mayfield down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sterling Shepard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone, then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Set. 20.
Now Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. That'll be called right side by the rookie receiver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
One more time with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze from a yard out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Bears 14, Buccaneers 6. Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Up, 180!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Ibuka. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Ibuka from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your former. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
180!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear matchup, which side has been the more physical one? It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Good. 180.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
What's up?
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
To the air, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Here's Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and goal.
What is that?
Looking to throw is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Bears 22, Buccaneers 15.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Powering his way forward. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's 1st and 10.
Pistol. 180. Done.
They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
180. What's up?
Here's Baker. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began, still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
But how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home, got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. That is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Williams looking to do it himself. And that's caught inside the 35.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll run the toss to Swift. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a free